guys, it's Sarah, and today we are going to check in on my yearly goals and do a quarterly check-in, see how I'm doing, what am I doing well in, what do I need to work on. I love the halfway point because it's really what have I done in the first half versus what do I need to do in the second half. So what do I need to focus on? I have a feeling I'm going to be focusing on a few things because reading this year has been very interesting. I've had to make some adjustments, but it's fine. So we are going to check in on my goals. I have my planner here. I have had a lot of requests for me to share my reading planner with you guys, like my reading journal. I will. It's something that I'm doing myself now, and I will share it sometime in the month of July. It's a whole different camera setup, so I have to kind of take a week where I don't have a whole lot going on. I don't have a whole lot else to film, and I can just kind of set everything up completely different to get that angle for you guys, but I will do it sometime in the month of July, I promise. So a journal share will be coming sometime this month, I promise. Okay, so goals. Let's see how we're doing. Okay, my first goal is to read 80 books. That is my Goodreads goal. I feel like I'm almost at 40 at this point. Let me pull Goodreads up and see what it says for my reading challenge. But I think I'm good to go on that one so far. So reading challenge, I have read 40 exactly of 80 books. So I'm exactly halfway there. It does say I'm 3 books ahead of schedule. So that's good. I mean, we're halfway through. I'm halfway through. So winning that one. Okay. Read more sci-fi books. I'm not killing that goal. Let me see if I can figure out how many sci-fi books I've read so far this year. So out of the 40 that I've read, I think I've only read 2. Have I only read 2? Wow, you guys, I've only read 2 sci-fi books. Wow. I did not think it was that bad. That's bad. Okay. I need to read more sci-fi. 100%. Oh, yikes. I did not think it was that bad. Okay. Moving on. Okay, so read some established authors that are new to me and make sure I have multiple books of theirs. This one, I feel like I've done okay. So just looking at my shelf here on what I've read, authors that have been established. So S.A. Chakraborty, she has 4 books out, I think. 5. I think 5 total. And I read 1. And I have her other books. Let's see. Tarryn Fisher, I read for the first time, and I do have multiple of her other books as well. Let's see. Elle Cosimano. Alex E. Harrow, I read her for the first time this year, and I do have at least one other of her books. Gabrielle Zevin. I feel like that's it. So those are a few. So I've read some established authors. So these are authors that I have read for the first time this year, but they have multiple other books, and I have multiple of their books on my shelf. So that one's going pretty well. Yeah. So I'm gonna say I'm doing pretty good on that one. Okay. Always have a NetGalley book to read at night. Concentrate on my most anticipated releases. I've gotten away from that. I have not been reading on my Kindle at night. I have just been reading other things, not my Kindle. I have read quite a few NetGalley books this year, though, so I will say that. I do have a list. Hang on, let me find my NetGalley page. Okay. I have read 12 NetGalley books this year, so that's pretty good. But I have not been reading every night on my Kindle the way that I started out. I started out doing that pretty well, but I've definitely gotten away from that. So that's something that I would like to get back to. So that'll be kind of like second half of the year. Let's get back to that, Sarah. Read some of my favorite authors to 0. Reading to 0 means you have read everything that this author has written, and you have 0 left to read until they write another book. That's what reading to 0 means. I have not done any of that. I have made a list of some authors that I would like to read to 0, but I haven't done it. I am working on one currently. I'm working on Sarah J. Maas. This year, I would have a total of 4 books to read. I have read 1. I'm in the middle, smack dab in the middle of another one, and then I would have 2 more after that. I think that's doable. So she's on my list to hopefully do that. And I have a few authors that I only need to read like 1 or 2. So I could do that. I need to concentrate on that. I haven't really been paying attention. So that one I need to work on too. And then my last one is start reading the Cosmere books by Brandon Sanderson. Nope. I started my reread of Mistborn a few months ago and ended up putting it down because I started getting out of a fantasy mood and I started feeling like I was getting into a slump because I wasn't wanting to be in fantasy worlds with my reading. And it was because I had so much else going on. It was kind of a crazy time that being in a fantasy world seemed like a little bit too much for me. So I put down a couple fantasy books that I was reading and just went to some contemporary, which really helped. I'm definitely getting back more into wanting to be into fantasy worlds again. So I will pick that one back up and finish my reread. But I do want to read his entire Cosmere. I have a whole reading plan and I need to get back to rereading that one and then continuing. It just hasn't happened quite yet. Okay, so killing my Goodreads. Reading some established authors. Like I'm going to say that one's good. And everything else I need to get back to. So I need to read some more sci-fi. I need to get back to my NetGalley reading on my Kindle at night, reading some of my favorite authors to zero. I need to actually just like pick a couple and start working on those, start pulling some of those books. And then getting back to Brandon Sanderson. Yeah, so I'm really only killing 2 of my 6. Do I have 6? 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah. Yeah, 2 of my 6. So yeah. My NetGalley is interesting. I'm doing well as far as reading my NetGalley books. I have been reading some, but I have gotten away from it. So I need to kind of get back into that flow. So I think that one's kind of like half and half. Like I've done good, but I need to continue with it. I need to not let it slide. So, but I got some sci-fi to read. I should find a sci-fi NetGalley, right? Like that would make a whole lot of sense. All right, guys. Do you guys check in with your goals if you make them? Do you check in the middle of the year? Let me know how your goals are going. Is there anything you need to concentrate on for the rest of the year? I would love to know. And again, I will be showing my planner to you guys sometime in the month of July. I just haven't filmed it yet, so it will be coming. Okay, I will talk to you guys again soon. Hope you have a great day. Bye.